So Chandler told everyone that he was done with school. And he said that after being done with school, he had actually received a really big job offer to work at Elon Musk's company, SpaceX. Yeah. Okay. It's a step up, right? That's a lie. That's a lie. So he's telling everyone, his family, his girlfriend, that this is happening. Now, of course, there is no job at SpaceX, but that didn't stop Chandler from planning to move to Florida to start this fake job. He was really serious about moving to Florida. And he asked his girlfriend at the time, Catherine, do you want to move with me? We can move together. And she's like, oh my God, yeah, I support you. I love you. Hell yeah. She agreed. So the two of them, they start looking at houses together online. This is very exciting. He told his girlfriend that his starting salary would be $80,000 a year, which was much higher than his fake insurance job with its fake payroll problems, but it's good money. So they start looking at houses in their price range. But much like the college Zoom meetings, how they were all canceled, Chandler had to find a way out of his promises to move to Florida. He's just getting himself into bigger and bigger lies. So, whoops. Well, with no other job waiting for him, Chandler got into an accident before the move could happen. Now, I don't know if this was a real accident or a planned accident, but he got into an accident. You see, he fell down the stairs in his parents' house. And after falling down the stairs, he immediately went to the hospital. He goes to the hospital, and then he comes back, and he claimed that the doctors diagnosed him with a head injury so severe that it would and/or could cause paralysis. Yeah, paralysis. Sorry, I had a paralysis. It could cause paralysis. It's not funny, but Now, if that wasn't enough, he also said that the injury had caused him to suffer from a brain bleed, a brain aneurysm, nerve damage, and a spinal injury. Wow, I know. Very bad accident he must have had, huh? Now, because of all of these awful injuries he had received, he told his parents and also his girlfriend, Catherine, that he would not be able to drive or even fly. So there was no way for him to get to Florida. Okay, so he tells everyone I have to postpone my job at SpaceX, but don't worry everyone, the job is going to be held until I make a full recovery. So he's telling everyone that the company said it's okay, heal, and when you're ready, you can come right back and we'll still have the job open for you. Anyway, after the injury, Chandler would wear a neck brace, to help with all the symptoms he was experiencing. Later, however, a doctor who had seen Chandler would testify that he had only been diagnosed with a mild concussion from this fall. Chandler even underwent multiple scans for his injuries, but they showed that nothing was wrong with him. He had been given a neck brace by the doctors, but it was only because he said he was experiencing a lot of pain in both his head and his neck. He was then told by doctors at the hospital to follow up with his primary care doctor within 4 to 6 weeks, which is normal procedure for a mild concussion, but that was that. So everything else seemed to be he was making up, which made me think his fall was planned, but can't confirm or deny. So, Chandler is at home, supposedly recovering, just waiting for the opportunity to move and start his job, just wearing that neck brace. Meanwhile, his dad, Bart, is still getting the runaround from multiple administrators from Madison College. Bart, his dad, thought that Chandler really needed his transcripts and proof of some sort of certifications that he had taken in college in order to proceed with this job offer he had. So that's why he was so persistent in getting answers from the school. He didn't want Chandler to have to delay his career and moving forward in his life. His dad was just being a real nice guy. Finally, on June 29th, 2021, Bart decided to call the school and speak to someone over the phone. Uh-oh. Yeah. You know, he was tired of the back and forth of the scheduling and then rescheduling these Zoom meetings that just never happened. He was sick of it. He's like, dude, let me just pick up the phone and call these people. So Bart did just that. He picks up the phone and he spoke to a man named Omar Job. And this was like the first real representative of the school that he had ever spoken with. Now, Job was quick to explain to Bart that Chandler had he had taken classes at Madison College, but the last one was 2 years earlier in the spring of 2019. Not only that, he actually had failed multiple classes and withdrew from the other classes he was enrolled in. He goes on to tell Bart that he had never been a full-time student and he had only received credit for like a couple of classes in the 1 year he attended. He's like, what? Like, what do? You find out that your kid was, everything was a lie? Like, I don't know what I would do. What? Oh, it's so confusing. So then Bart is like, you know what, while I have you here, let me give you, he gives this guy Job, he's like, can I give you a few names of the administrators that I had been emailing with? Can you tell me who these people are? And that's when Job had confirmed that no one by those names worked for the school. Not one. This guy Job then went on to explain that Chandler had a balance of $2,000 on his account, which is why he was not able to receive a transcript. So, I mean, at least that part was kind of true. Like, Chandler couldn't really get a transcript from Madison College to show his parents because he owed a bunch of money. So, okay, after this phone conversation, Bart texted his son Chandler and said the following, quote, I spoke to Omar Job. I'm ready when you are. I think Chandler knows what's up. So these texts were sent from Bart to Chandler on June 29th, 2021. By July 2nd, both Bart and Krista were missing. Krista's the mom, Bart's the dad.